Kay and Willie, the Thunder and Lightning is on its way in Green Bay, and as the Steelers come in here with a 1-2 record, the Packers are certainly not overlooking them, especially when it comes to the defense. Matt LaFleur, describing this Steelers defense this week, said opportunistic game wreckers, very disruptive. He told us he went back and watched literally every sack over the past 2 seasons and had, quote, nightmares. Now, as for the Steelers offense, they've had their struggles. Ben Roethlisberger, 18 years in this league, a 79 passer rating, just 10 points at home against the Bengals. And he took it upon himself this week. He stood up and said, it's on me. I've got to start faster. I asked defensive coordinator Joe Barry with these Packers, what have you seen on tape when it comes to Big Ben? He told me, quote, I will never turn my back on Ben Roethlisberger. For more on the quarterback, Rich, curious to hear what you guys have to say about the struggles.
And here are the struggles, Stacey. As you could see, they were the last undefeated team of 2020. And then the next step was the proverbial Lulu, right off the cliff. And the offense, has been dreadful. And Roethlisberger doesn't look anything like the Big Ben that's going to the Hall of Fame, to say the least. Kurt, give you the floor on the subject.
All right, the floor, and I'm going to walk up here, and I'm going to take the screen, and I'm going to show you guys, because you're exactly right, Rich, is that this does not look like the same Ben Roethlisberger physically or mentally. And when I'm talking about mentally, here's what I'm talking about, is that Ben is a guy that used to love to throw the ball down the field. All right. Jump the first one. You got this is a wide open throw. Ben's looking right at, throw the football. He comes back, throws the check down back to the other side. That is not the Ben Roethlisberger that I'm used to seeing. All right, we're going to have a double post over here. Now, Ben's looking off to the left-hand side. He's got a wide open touchdown. Just lay this in the back of the end zone. Irv, it's not even close. He just misses big time. Okay, last play of the game. They're down 14 points, 3 minutes to go. 4th down. It is 4th down right here. There's no safety back. You got to take a shot for the end zone. We're throwing a swing to our running back. It's just mentally, this doesn't look like the same Ben Roethlisberger that we're used to seeing. He's a guy that attacks. That's what made him a Hall of Fame quarterback. Now I'm seeing a guy that's willing to check the ball down. To throw a bubble screen on 4th and 10 when you're down 14 points with 3 minutes to go, it doesn't make sense to me. And all I can say is maybe the physical part of it, you kind of talked about it. He doesn't feel like he can do what he wants to do physically, and now it's affecting how he's playing the game.
Is that why? Why? How does somebody who's going to share the bust gallery with you guys one day and forevermore, how does that happen, right?
It is hard. It's hard to fathom. Guys that, play at the level that Ben plays at has a great deal of confidence in what they can do and who they are and what kind of throws they can make or what kind of routes. All of that stuff. So to watch a guy that really, to me, it looks like he's lost his confidence. He's lost his belief in what he can do as a quarterback, and it transfers to how he's playing the game and checking the football down. We've talked about it for 2 years now, right? Is this offense that they don't push the ball down the field, they don't attack. When he was with Bruce Arians, that was all they wanted to do. I remember when Todd Haley took over and
they were trying to hold
the ball down the field. He wants to attack down the field, and I'm trying to
hold him back.
And now it's just a completely different Ben Roethlisberger, and it is hard to fathom a guy that's been that great playing at the level that he is right now.
And this is the fear of all great players. Say what you will. This is the fear. And right now, I would imagine Ben, who's not a quitter and is going to try to fight it out, has to be sitting there saying, oh, my God. He's watching tape, too. He knows, like he has to say, I missed those throws. He has to go home. He has to put his head on a pillow. He has to put his toothbrush to tooth. He has to sit in the mirror and see himself. He's saying, oh, my God. And that means he's doubting himself, and that's a crazy place for him to be on the football field doubting himself. So the question is, should he be benched? The answer is yes. I don't know who you go to, but whatever you do right now, and I'm not, Ben's had a great career. Ben has had a great career, but when you see that, you have to say, yes, it's time to sit him down and maybe start seeing what you have in those other young guys and see if they can come up being something. But, boy, that's hard to watch.
We've already seen Mason Rudolph. Dwayne Haskins is the one that was sitting there.
Yeah, but you get to see him a year later. You get to see him a year later and see what he learned. But you keep watching this, and it's just hard to watch a champion like Ben go down like that.